Hello guys, Zueljin here, and welcome back to another episode on the Hermitcraft Infinity FTB server. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. So, last time we left off, we were playing around with some IC2, getting ready for Applied Energistics. But before we start, let me show you how the little item collection has been going, the little Essentia collection. So it appears that I had to turn it off because it was creating a little bit of a backup, and it looks like we've got tons and tons and tons of this stuff. Look at all the crystallized essence we've gotten. A lot of it is maxed out. Some of the other loot items got in the way, and I think if I would have to do this again now that I have all of these extras, I think I would make the form explicitly for that and void out some of the others, because it does appear that we've got like too much of stuff that we'll probably never need. But I did get a lot of stuff that I did need, so that's a good thing too. But anyway, at any rate, we're full, and it's like we've got a ton of crystallized essence that has actually got sucked in, and this is the overflow chest. So all in all, it did what it was supposed to do, and it did pretty good. So we've got a bunch of crystallized essence to use in the future. Now, as far as Applied Energistics is concerned, I'm still going to go into it a little bit today. This is probably going to be the last episode concerning that. I want to go to XB's base and use some of his facilities, namely his inscribers, to put some stuff together to make it. But as you can see right now, we're still making some power. Also, the electric wrench, someone had said that there's a lossless mode for this, and I looked at the key configs. So let's go, not resource pack, options, video settings, options, controls. I'm gonna find the right thing one of these days, all, and I'll scroll down to IC2, and it looks as though, well, if I can ever scroll down to it, the scroll button is not good enough. IC2 looks like boost is left control, but I think that's for like the armor or whatever. There's an L menu, which is alt key, a hub expanded key, which is X, and I changed the mode switch key to V, and it does not look like it does anything. So I'll hit X, for instance, and I don't see anything come up, and I'm hitting V and I don't see anything come up. So guys, I really don't know what the deal is, but at any rate, well, somebody had said something about a Yeta wrench as well. I'm not opposed to trying some different stuff, so I did have to incorporate a furnace generator here in order to fuel my pulverizer, because I wanted to make silicon, and that's one of the only ways to do it, except with a sag mill and clay and stuff like that. So let's see. I do have, let me see if I have one of these. I have a couple coal right here. Let me just use that charcoal and fill this thing back up. So, alright. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head over to XB's and check out his little facility there. I've got a little bit of materials that are put together right here. So let's see. Let's shift right click here and go to XB's place. There it is. Alright. This is his little spot. Let's see. I need to go underneath. His base is, oh, there it is. It's always so confusing. When I get here, I'm like, where do I go? Okay, so this is his little setup here. This is his little inscriber setup, and specifically what goes on is this is a logic press. So there's a few different chips we need. For the storage cells that we're going to use to put into the ME system, I can show you what I mean here. Let's go with 64K storage. If I show you, this is the biggest, well, one of the biggest cells. I think you could get 128 too, but 64 is the biggest. And actually, we're probably just going to do a bunch of 16s at first. So 64K, we might do 164K, but so we have this, and it's broken down into this 64K ME storage component, some iron, some redstone, and some quartz glass. So when we click into this, it has some 16Ks. And it has an engineering processor. Okay, this engineering processor is made in an inscriber, and we need a specific a press for this, which he has all set up right here. But you need to put this in, and that's this in. Now, this is what I made from pulverized sandstone, and this goes in a press. As you can see the recipe right here. Let's go back into it, and this is made with a diamond in another kind of press. So once you get that, there's a couple different types. You'll see that when I go to 4K, it needs a calculation processor, which is a printed calculation circuit, and that comes from pure Certus quartz, which I have to grow in a puddle. Weirdest mechanic in the world. And also, if I go down to 1K, we need these logic processors as well, and that's done with gold in another kind of press. So I brought a bunch of materials here. Let's see, this is the logic press, so let's go ahead and print some of these out. And it looks like I thought there was some sort of hopper system to do that, but maybe not. What if I put the gold in here? Will it just take from there? Ah, it will. That's very good. Okay, I like that. I guess he's got it all filtered back there. XP's this smart guy. All right, and we'll go ahead and take some of the diamonds, which I don't know. You know what? If I take 20, that'll probably be plenty for a long time. I'm also going to put some silicon in there so we can start doing some silicon pressing because he already had some there and I didn't want to take away from his. And let's see, the last but not least, we need some pure Certus quartz for the engineering press. Let me bring you to that one just to show you. So a calculation press. For that we need pure Certus quartz, and this is from dust and sand into a puddle of water makes the seeds. And he should have some crystal growth accelerators around here too. So let's see. If I put down, I'm gonna have to find this thing. I know a few different people have crystal growth accelerators, so it shouldn't be bad. So if I put this Certus quartz and this sand in, it looks as though it just gives me a bunch of these Certus quartz seeds and I can grow these. Okay, and as far as the sand goes, I can pulverize that. But let's see, he should have, I don't know where his puddle is. I'm gonna have to look around a little bit to find his puddle. I'll be right back, you guys. Alright, you guys, I couldn't find XB's puddle anywhere, so I'm at Slipspace, and he has this Super Puddle 9000 MK2, or Mark II, which honestly is a pretty cool invention. Basically, you input all of your Certus quartz seeds, and they take a little while to grow, but they all get deposited into the puddle below, and they have these crystal growth accelerators right here. And basically what happens is they end up funneling down as soon as they reach full maturity, and they come down into this ender chest. Now his ME system is locked, so which is good because all of his ender chest is full. But I can grab the stuff still as soon as they get produced in here, which is pretty good for me. I tried to get into his ME system and it's actually locked up. So, but I'll have enough of this pure Certus quartz to be able to go to the next portion of the processes, I guess you could say. So let's go back to XP's base. Let's see, XP's place. And back underneath where the inscribers are at, if I can remember where they are. Here we go. Alright, so he's got his inscribers here, and we can start by putting these in here. And you see it's already made a ton of different processes. That's really, really cool. I should just be able to, let's see, this is the fourth one, which is the silicon press. This is the calculation press. This is the engineering press, and this is the logic press. So I believe with this, we can take this out, and we can put maybe, can we put a stack of redstone in here? No. How do we do this? Let's see, we have to put them together somehow. So if we took and this is the silicon press. So if we took, let's see here. I think, well, it already has redstone, so it's kind of hard for me to say. He already has one silicon press in here, so I could just do that up. We have redstone, we have silicon, and we have that. I think we're gonna have to manually put these. Well, here we go, guys. Apparently it had a different mode because now it's making the processors that it needs. I guess all you have to do is flip these levers and it creates the processors all on their own. So now, as you can see, it's building up the logic processors. It's also building up the engineering processors and the calculation processors as the pure Certus quartz is getting used. So very nice. So as soon as I have these processors put together, we'll move on to a disk. Alright guys, I picked up the rest of my goodies, so we should be able to put some of this stuff together now. So let's look up that 64K processor again. So we need the ME storage component, I'm sorry. So the first thing we'll need is a bunch of 1Ks, and that is made like this. So we'll need a bunch of Certus quartz, which we do have a bunch. Let me go ahead and grab that. Or we did have a bunch, there we go. I don't know if I call that a bunch, but it's some. Actually, we can form some up right here too, pretty easy. Let's grab one of these stacks right here, and fortune works pretty good with this stuff. So I'll go ahead and grab that, grab this, and just place out a couple of them. There we go. And let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see how many we get from 10. 9, 10. Yeah, that's a pretty good haul just from 10. So I can repeat that as many times as I want. The quarry's pulled plenty of that stuff for us. Okay, so we'll need the 1K first. So let's drill all the way down. And oh, apparently that doesn't stack. Or does it? 1K. Alright. So I'll need redstone. Fair enough. Let's do these, this, and we'll just split it. Just like that. And let's grab some redstone. I should have, there was 44 right there. Oh, there's 48 more. I think I should have plenty more right here too. Oh yeah. Plenty more redstone. Let's go ahead and grab some of that. Nice. This should be plenty to get us at least to the next portion. I'm gonna do a lot of this off camera. Alright, so now I've got my redstone. Looks like I can have pretty much 32 in all corners. And we've got 20 of these ME storage components, which means that can make 5 4Ks. But we can stretch that a little bit more. 21. Let's see. Let's grab some more quartz right quick. Just to make a good little slew of them. Yeah, baby. Alright. And that should do for just about, that should do for a good portion of it, man. It's like 60 all the way around. Oh, now I need more redstone. The never-ending cycle. Alright, that's pretty good right now. Okay, so what do we have? We have 39 of these things, which that should split up real nice there. Okay, so what's the next thing we need? We're gonna need 4Ks. Hold on. 4Ks, which are 3 of these and 1 calculation processor plus redstone. Alright, let's break some more redstone. Oh man. Such a pain, but so worth it after all this is over with. I don't really enjoy getting into the deep mechanics of ME, but it's going to be nice to be able to search around my inventory and stuff instead of peeking through all those chests once it's all there. And this should do it right here. Gotta do stuff the old-fashioned way sometimes. Alright, so now that we got all that stuff done, let's go over here and start with the 4K. And there we go. Alright, so we have 13 of those now. Alright, the next one is going to be the 16K, which we can do... Oh wait, 4Ks. Do we not have enough to do that? Oh, we need glowstone dust. Alright, let's see. I'm pretty sure that I have glowstone dust as well. Oh, I know where I have glowstone dust. Let me run over to... Oh, actually, you know what? I should have some in my blood altar, underneath my blood altar from my first little mob form. Let's go down there and see. Yep. Plenty, man. Let me throw this dirt away and get one more stack. Alright, I got 2 stacks of glowstone dust. Plenty. Okay, and this should do nicely. Glowstone, 16Ks, bam. Now we have 4 16Ks, and I don't think I'm gonna need anything for 64K because most of my ores are gonna stay in that draconic chest. Man, that was a lot easier than I thought actually. Let's do a few more of the 1Ks and stuff. Actually, let me sort this out, you guys. I'll be right back. Alright, you guys. I made a few more of the disc. I made the 64Ks, 2 of them. I have 6 of the 16Ks right here. Oh no, wait. 6 of the 4Ks and a few 1Ks, and I think that'll be good because the 2 64s will be for the bulk of the stuff and everything else will filter out. I also took the liberty of making an ME crafting terminal, and these things are relatively, well, they're actually quite aggravating. It's just a multi-step process. I'll show it to you. Crafting terminal. There we go, crafting terminal, and you have to make these illuminated panels, which are some quartz, some glowstone, some iron, and some redstone. And then what's the other step? You got to make the calculation processes, which you already had. You have to make a formation core and an annihilation core, and that's just nether quartz, fluix dust, and logic processors, or the other form of it is the other kind of quartz. And that at the same time, the Certus quartz. So anyway, and I gave XP some change for that. So now that you have the processors and everything put together, you have to put together the disks. So let's look at 64K, and these are pretty simple too. Not 6FK, 64K. These are pretty simple too. Basically, you just have to put some iron, some redstone, and some quartz glass. So let's go ahead and do that. And I'll actually put together an ME drive too, with some of the materials and some of our extra engineering processes that we had. We were going to need a drive anyway. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, that's 2 of those cells. Bam! Achievement, better than chests. And now we can actually kind of put that into the system and start going here. So here's our energy acceptor. Here's the energy cell. And we can put this right on top, or right next to it, I should say. So we'll go ahead and put this right next to it, and we can start putting our discs inside it. So let's put this 64K in, 64K in, and you see it's lit up. That means it's getting power. Our furnace will have to fire up, well, our generator will have to fire up to keep it powered up, but that's okay. It's always going to burn this lava crystal, so we'll have power all the time in it. Not that bad. And now we'll actually set up something else, and that is going to be the crafting terminal. So the crafting terminal has to be put on to a glass cable or something of that nature. So we can set the glass table up here, or cable up here, and then put the crafting terminal right on top of that. And this is just like an access terminal, so we can put our inventory in here, and we'll go ahead and put in the stuff that we had before that we were working with. And now if you search for it, like we can search 4K for instance, and when we type 4, it just comes up in it. So pretty easy. Most of you guys have seen that, but I just felt that it was necessary to bring y'all through each portion of the process. So I have my other terminals that I'm gonna set up. Not my other terminals, but my other disks. So let's go 4K. There we go. 4K, and oh, I'll put those up into the ME system, but we can actually make those without it now. Okay, so 4K. Let's see. 4K, I was going to the table. You see how old school I'm used to? There we go. Bam. 4K ME storage cells. We also had, let's see, was that all of them? No, I had this. I need to put the quartz glass in the system. Some of the redstone, glowstone, regular quartz, and we should be able to make the rest now. There we go. And what are we missing here? Iron. I could put some other iron in the system too and finish off the process. There we go. Alright, so now those are the 4Ks that are made, and I should have none left after that. And I think that that's all I'm gonna need for a little while now. Let's put all of these into the system and see where we're at. I could use another couple of them. I'm not gonna put the 1Ks because I shouldn't need them anytime soon. So now I can add all this good stuff in there. So let's take everything that we usually keep with us, and actually I'm not going to take the Certus quartz. I'm gonna put that in the ores chest, and actually I'll just bust that and put that over here, because that is really the only thing that is gonna stay, is going to be that ores chest. And there we go, we'll put it right there. We'll put the Certus quartz back where we found it, and everything else can go into our little drive here. So we'll put the diamonds, the gold, and we'll only put raw ores in the other one. Sand, I want to keep my food. I could put my slates in there and stuff too, and some of this stuff has to go back into the bag, but you get the gist of it. So that's the ME system, guys. Now I have one. Y'all can stop complaining. I need to transfer a bunch of this inventory over and kind of start filling up my system there, and we can always go for expansion after that, but I think that power consumption is going to be relatively easy. I'm going to add some upgrades to these IC2 machines as well, so that I could do a little bit. And as you can see, I have my little furnace generator and stuff back here for my pulverizer, so I might actually make this setup a little bit more sophisticated, but I'm not going to spend any more time on video with it. I hope you guys got your fill of tech. Next episode, we going back to magic. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. As always, this is Zueljin signing off, and we'll see you next time. Bye!